Are we ever really not alone? Or are we really always alone? Because when you sit back and reflect on things, you could be in a crowded place in a most heated discussion, as well as in some place of solitude all by yourself, but you're always stuck with your innermost ideas, which are in the back of your head, and the ideas that run around to the forefront of your mind. And what makes us always alone in those cases is because no one really knows what we are truly thinking. Because we never tell people what we are truly thinking. We never tell each other what we are truly thinking, how we really feel. And in some cases, we never really tell people how we definitely feel about them. Because so you might be around someone you truly hate and loathe, and who brings you to, the most vile feeling of disgust for them, but you will not let them know that. Of course, you will give indications and signs that that is the case on a slight degree, but you will not let them know that. Or you could be in a discussion with someone talking about something that might be frivolous, and you might be thinking about something else altogether and at the same very time. And that thing that you are thinking about or those ideas will be most significant to you rather than that conversation. But that person who you are conversing with at that time will not know what you are thinking, what you are reflecting on as far as ideas, because we keep that to ourselves because we deem it to be most personal. So I ask that question, are we ever really not alone? Or are we really always alone? It makes complete sense when you think about it. Because we can't tell everyone or just anyone what we are thinking. Because they'd be like, hey, this person is crazy. Those ideas, those thoughts, they are of a lunatic mindset, and we want no part of it. In fact, we don't want to be around this person. And that's why we keep those things to ourselves, and we cannot never not be alone, and we must always be alone, even if we don't feel alone, because each of us are made up of different emotional layers of a inner self, deeper inner self, and deepest inner self. And most would define those as different personalities or moods at any particular time, and to define it as you must and as you may. But that is what we truly are. And those are what we must deal with. And in a life, we are, I would say, confronted with things that will present difficulty in our very life of a circumstance, and we are given things that we find to be most fortunate. And it's like when you accumulate it all up, it's all of the bad that we receive and all of the good that we receive. And when you think about all the bad that we receive, those things stick with us, and that very negativity accumulates into different ideas which were based on or resulted from experiences in which we did not like, but nevertheless we're stuck with them. We cannot tell people of them because if we can't deal with them because we find it difficult, then they do not want to deal with them, and and they will not care anyway because it is not their problems. And at the very same time, if you take all of your good experiences which are accumulated and you try to tell people about them as well, they do not want to hear about those either, because they are not their good experiences, but rather your good experiences. And yes, you encounter, player haters out there, people that are envious and jealous of you due to your various variety of successes. So many of them do not want to know the good fortunates of your life and of your existence. And that is another reason why we feel alone, we are alone, we stay alone, and we must be alone. Whether we are in a very packed room full of other persons, or whether we are alone in a room at night in a pitch blackness of surrounds. So just reflect on that, peoples. Try to come to grips with it.